Northwestern's Clayton Thorson made a significant jump last season, tossing 15 more touchdown passes than he had in his first season as a starter. Led the Wildcats to a second straight bowl appearance. They topped Pitt in the Pinstripe Bowl. And Northwestern quarterback Clayton Thorson joining us now from our studio in Evanston. Again, we will feature the Wildcats at a practice here Saturday on BTN as they continue their spring workouts. Clayton, up and down year for you guys last year. It did not start well. It finished very well. What do you need to do this year to be good consistently throughout the year?
Yeah, I think you said it right there. We got to be more consistent, and we got to start faster. I think those two things are a lot of things that specifically our offense is working on, but our whole team really. We got to get the energy early on in those games, and we got to do it every game. We can't just show up for games against big teams. We got to show up every game, and that's something we're working on, and I think we're doing a better job of getting a little more consistent, and that'll continue here in the fall.
How do you work on something like that? I mean, how do you get in practice, how do you get yourselves to get to a point where you feel like you'll be able to focus better early on in games?
Yeah, it starts right through walkthrough. So we go walkthrough, and then we do a little dynamic warm-up, and then we start out practice. So it's right in walkthrough. Guys got to be focused, energetic as much as you can. But it starts right then, and our strength coaches are on us all the time. Our coaches are. You will hear Coach McCall on Saturday yelling, telling us to start fast, telling us to be focused, and that's all part of the process. And we're still working on it. We got a lot of young guys, but we do have a lot of older guys too, guys who've made a lot of starts. And so we got to continue to be leaders as older guys on the team and really help that process.
What did it mean to this program to end on the positive note you did, winning a bowl game against a really good Pitt team?
Yeah, it meant a lot. Like you said, Pitt was a really good team. Beat some spectacular teams, obviously Clemson, but we were confident going in, and I think that showed throughout the game as we kept battling back when tough things would happen. But it was big for us, third bowl win in school history. We'd like to continue that trend, but like you said, we got to be more consistent throughout the year to set ourselves up for even better bowl games. Even play even better teams, and I think that's something that starts right now in spring and carries over to fall.
For you personally, you more than doubled your passing yards last year from the season before. Part of that was obviously just a function of the fact you guys threw the ball a lot more, but part of it was you clearly grew as a quarterback. Where do you think you made the most progress from year one as a starter to year two?
First off, I had a lot more confidence going in. I think that first year, in the beginning, I was like, how's this going to play out? And I wasn't as confident in myself as I probably needed to be, and that increased throughout the season. But this year going in, I was confident, I was prepared, I knew it was going to happen, and it really helped me respond to adversity a lot better, and I knew how to go throughout a game and throughout a game week and get prepared for those big games and go into places like Ohio State, go into places like Iowa, Michigan State, and play well. And I think that helped me a lot. And the guys around me, they just play spectacular at points this year, and we got to just, like you said, continue to be more consistent, and that's myself included, and we'll just take the next step forward and keep moving on.
For you personally, what's the next step? What have you been working on this spring in order to develop?
Yeah, I think first off, it starts with leadership. I've been really working on that, trying to continue to be the quarterback for this team and the leader of this team. And so I'm working on that, but at the same time, working on, just knowing our offense inside and out. And I think I do, and it's just a matter of executing it consistently. And that's what I've been working on throughout the spring.
You guys are going to lose the best receiver in the Big Ten in Austin Carr, who kind of came out of nowhere to be a Biletnikoff finalist this past season. How do you replace that production?
It just comes down to just preparing, going through practice, getting guys ready to go, getting confidence in those guys who are stepping into bigger roles, guys like Flynn Nagel, Macon Wilson, and Ben Skronik and Solomon and Garrett and all those guys, just really getting them ready to go, and they are. They're playing well right now, and we just obviously Austin's a great player, great friend of all of ours, but we got to move forward, and I think those guys are doing a good job of that this spring.
What does it mean to have Justin Jackson back in the backfield with you?
It's awesome. You know, he's going to be the leading rusher in our school's history, probably after 2 games this year, but I think he's got about 300 more yards, and it's huge. The experience he's had, all these starts under his belt, and things he's gone through, you know, the 5 and 7 season, and these past 2 seasons with me. So it's huge, and, you know, him being one of my good friends, it's nice to have him back in the backfield with me.
A Northwestern quarterback, Clayton Thorson. Look forward to seeing the Wildcats on the field on Saturday. Thanks for spending a few minutes with us here, Clayton.
Thank you.